From Tatooine to Mustafar, the best of the Outer Rim, it's the one and only Star Bazaar, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Star Bazaar, and happy Monday to you all, because though it's the worst day of the week, in this case we have some exciting Battlefront 2 news to talk about. The community transmission for the Battle of Geonosis Update was released just this morning, and it goes over the entire update, letting us know exactly what we will be getting in Star Wars Battlefront 2 in just over a day. And in today's video, we're going to go over all the new details so you know exactly what to expect. Before jumping into it, if you're looking for news updates, gameplay videos, or just great Battlefront 2 content, I hope you consider becoming a subscriber and joining the Star Bazaar. We're almost at that 4,000 subscriber milestone, so if you like what you see, come join our growing squad. But we've got a lot to cover in this transmission, so without further ado, let's check it out. If you'd like to read the transmission for yourself, I will have it linked below, but it can be found on the Battlefront subreddit as well as the Battlefront forums. Diving right into the transmission's release notes, we start with a roundup of the new content features being released in Battlefront 2. First and foremost, as the update name suggests, Planet Geonosis will be fully playable as a new map in Galactic Assault. DICE have said several times it's among the biggest maps they've created, and also is one of the most unique when it comes down to the objectives. After 12 months, we're finally getting a new Galactic Assault map, so this is definitely the standout feature of this update. Meeting us on the Geonosis battlefront are three new playable land vehicles, the ATTE, the Droid Stap Speeder, and the Clone Bark Speeder. Leading his loyal 212th Clone Battalion is Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, probably the single most requested hero in Battlefront, also joining us with the Geonosis update. The 212th clone appearances will be available as customization options for the Republic only, and Obi-Wan himself is coming with an additional robed appearance. General Grievous is also getting a new skin called Shattered Armor to round off the list of new content features. Obi-Wan's robed appearance is confirmed to cost 20,000 credits, not 40,000 like I originally thought, and General Grievous's new skin is confirmed to be a legendary skin for 80,000 credits. That is so cool because that means new voice lines for General Grievous with this shattered skin. That is such a solid immediate list of new content, but let's dive into some of the specifics of the update because besides new stuff, there have also been some incredible changes to content already in the game. One thing that has been big on everyone's mind is the officer nerf that we've been waiting for, and we get all the juicy details here. Officer mains, grab a back-to-tank because this one might hurt a bit. The officer's flash grenade is seeing a small nerf in that players affected by the flash will now be able to move freely instead of being impaired. You can now run, sprint, jump, and crouch when under the flash effects. This is a great change, though I am a bit bummed it's the only flash change we're seeing. I think the grenade does a little bit too much damage by itself. I'm pretty sure it's a solid 100 damage if it explodes right on top of you, which is nuts for a flash grenade, but this is a very good first step, as movement impairment was probably the biggest issue with it. The officer's Inspiring Presence ability got a 30% reduction in battle point gain to help even the playing field a bit, and all the officer's unlockable weapons see a small nerf. The Blurg and SE-44C are seeing a small damage nerf, and the S5 is seeing a nerf in the distance before damage starts to fall. So the S5 still does the same damage as before, just with a bit less range, and the other two are seeing flat-out damage nerfs. These are welcome changes because the officer was basically a free hero before, with super overpowered weapons and abilities, plus crazy fast battle point gain to play as actual heroes. I look forward to seeing these changes in action. Next up, we have some hero changes, and though there's a lot of fixes coming, they're only coming to a few heroes. First off, Luke Skywalker is seeing a fix to his damage output. I'm sure most of you have noticed Luke's first lightsaber swing does far less damage than it's supposed to, so this will fortunately fix that. General Grievous sees a lot of changes and fixes, mainly to his broken abilities. Unrelenting Advance should now reliably block incoming blaster fire, though it will not block explosives or hero abilities. I assume this means he will not be able to block Han and Lando's middle abilities, so still use it with caution. Unrelenting Advance also got a damage buff from 75 to 110 per hit, and will also do damage quicker, with a hit occurring once every 0.75 seconds instead of once every second and a half. His rotation speed has also been increased, letting him change direction better while using the ability, and the spinning lightsaber animation should now be visible from other players' perspectives. These are all awesome changes and should make the ability far more satisfying to use. Thrust Surge also sees a fix in its reliability, though there was a note saying that anyone who successfully dodges the ability won't get hit by it, obviously. The UI for the Thrust Surge indicator also sees an update to hopefully be a little bit more reliable, and the 4-armed spinning glitch Grievous would do sometimes when using Thrust Surge has been fixed as well. Grievous will also no longer be stunned longer than other heroes, and some general visual fixes have been made. A great update to General Grievous with some much needed changes that I think just might make him the best current villain in the game. Chewbacca also got some love this update, which should hopefully make him a bit better in Galactic Assault, but not as broken in Heroes vs. Villains. The biggest changes have to do with his damage values, as his bowcaster will now deal less explosive damage, but more pure damage from the shot. This results in overall less damage from Chewie's bowcaster, but the goal is to give lightsaber heroes a bit more of a fighting chance against him, as the reduced explosive damage allows sabers to actually block Chewie's shots a bit better. His Furious Bowcaster ability is seeing a small reduction in the fire rate, which is good, but the ability cooldown has also been reduced to 20 seconds to allow it to be used more in Galactic Assault. The ability can only be fired 10 times now though, instead of the original 14. Chewie's Shock Grenade also has a reduced stun time from 1 second down to 0.75 seconds. These are all some pretty good changes that will definitely make Chewie more balanced in Heroes vs. Villains, but I'm not convinced he will be better in Galactic Assault just yet. I still think he needs a health regeneration buff from 150 to 200, because he takes permanent damage way too easily, but maybe that's a change for a future update. Besides some general game improvements and bug fixes, Saber heroes are getting a better looking stamina indicator for when it is filling back up, and one of my personal favorite parts of this update, the squad system will now let you spawn on squad mates who are firing their weapon. This has been such a pain watching your squad mates shoot at the wall or the ground and do nothing but stop you from spawning in. This was much needed, so a very welcome change that should make the squad system even better. And that is the meat of the transmission, guys. There are a bunch of other little details that just aren't worth taking up video time to go over, but if you're curious about a specific change and you want to look more into it, please feel free to check out the patch notes for yourself. Again, they are linked below and can be found on the Battlefront subreddit and the forums. This update is huge, guys. It's the biggest update this game has seen since the progression revamp back in March. A new hero, a new map, new vehicles. This is the Battlefront 2 update we were looking for, and I'm excited that I get to experience it with all of you. Drop a comment and let me know what your favorite part about this update is, and if you like today's video, I would really appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up button to let me know. That will do it for this video though. Thank you all for stopping by the bazaar. This has been your boy, Turkish Delight, and I will see you all out on the battlefront. Peace. They be dancing on the table, oh so graceful, delight angels, got them spun like ballerinas. If woman not from Venus, take me to the zenith. I'm a phoenix with a Turkish penis, it's scenic. Don't forget the Kleenex, cause we bout to get dirty up in here. Lining up all the cars, the beaters and the hot